Joe is Emmylou's uncle who puts the idea in her head that she should go to
USC.
To try to pursue a better life. And
He's the only one out of everyone in her family who really has genuine care, concern, and love. He doesn't say mean things to Emma. He always encourages Emma to love herself and that he loves her. He doesn't necessarily go against his family. He wants Emma to know that he loves her and that if anybody's there for her, for Emma, he is.
He is definitely something that looks out for Emma, especially for that she's been experiencing a lot of self-esteem issues.
Yeah.
Like, she's just unhappy, if you ask me.
It really seems like he wants the best for her, wants her to accomplish more than what has been instilled in her, as far as she will never accomplish anything because she's so dark-skinned. So I think like he really truly wanted this experience for her to be a positive one. I don't think he knew, like Mallory said, like I don't think he knew that it was not going to be that good.
I think he maybe have read things about Southern California or other places, and he had a vision of what it would be like, and he thought since there were more people of color there that it would be a little bit better. And since he hasn't been through it or been there, I think he maybe led her on to believe something. And you know, maybe it was how he put it out there, maybe she just didn't know how to accept it.
Can you please state your name in relationship to Emmylou?
Yes, I can. My name is Uncle Joe. And Emmylou, I love her dearly. She is my niece.
And how do you feel about Emmylou?
Well, how I feel about Emmylou is she never had a good childhood coming up. And I just tried to take her under my wing, and we had conversations about, you know, just a new life, a whole brand new beginning of everything. And I wanted everything for her. When she left me, I just felt like a piece of me went with her. But it's for a good thing. I wanted her to go.
Why did you suggest she go to Southern California?
The reason why I wanted her to go to Southern California is she didn't have a good life as a child. And for her dark complexion, I really wanted her to learn more and be more cultured with other experiences, with other people, with other black people. Here, it's not good. It's not good for someone like her. And I really wanted her to grow and expand.
Please state some of the struggles that Emmylou had to face and why you pushed her so hard to go to Southern California.
The reason why I push Emma so hard, first is because I love her. And I wanted her to see that her dark skin, compared to my family or anybody else's family, she's still beautiful. When she went off to college, I just thought that was just the most amazing, it was a smart move for her. And I pushed her, I really pushed her to do that. And I really wanted her to succeed. Some of the struggles is that she still has to this day is just her dark complexion. She just can't get over her dark complexion. But I really feel in my heart, in my deepest hearts, that she will. And she will conquer this. To me, I think Emmylou, this was a good thing for her to go to school and go to college and get out of the environment that she was in. Because I feel that in this case or in this study, to me, it just seems like she's just beating herself up and she needs to get out of a different environment and just see things differently. That's my opinion.
But she kind of turned that same negativity, that same like discrimination that her parents and everybody else treated her. She did the exact same thing when she went to school. She started to pick on the people that she didn't understand their background, and she just kind of talks about the girl from the South. Yeah, the girl from the South. She just really talks about her because she was different. So
I look at it as that she was definitely going through something, because to have someone like Hazel, y'all remember Hazel?
Yeah.
Hazel
was really
basically
nice.
what I saw, Hazel really looked up to Emma and was like, this could be a friend of mine. I'm just as lost in college just like you are.
We're both new here and trying to have
literally
experience.
Emma has shut her down every time. I have no
From
understanding.
the beginning, like
From the
she
beginning.
never even attempted to even give her a chance. Like she never even tried. And I was confused because I was like, dang, she was talked about and discriminated her whole
Yeah.
life. It seems like she would be accepting of somebody else who's also different, or who she sees as different, but I guess it was different. And I really feel like she took this whole positive situation of going to a new place and starting something new to try to build something. I think she took that whole positive thing and just made it so negative, because it was like, why are you finding all of the negative instead of trying to find a positive in the situation? Why go ahead and make this friend? You said it, you wanted some friends. Now you have someone who is willing to, and truly genuinely wants to be your friend, and what are you doing? Pushing them away.
Pushing them away.
But the same way she discriminated against Hazel is how the other people treated her when she wanted to go to the sorority, and they treated her the same way. So then, like, how she treated people is the way she was being treated. So it's like a cycle that never ended. And she was still color struck because she wanted to go to the lighter skinned blacks. You know, she didn't want to be around Hazel. She wanted to be with the in crowd, and she wasn't even she didn't accept herself. So therefore,
So they're not going to
accept her either. And then the one person that wanted to be around her, she was like really mean to Hazel, and she was not. She was going through a whole lot. And
Poor
you can see-
Hazel.
It's like, you know, I can't remember how they said it, but it's like if that's all you know. And so all she knew was hatred. So she didn't know she didn't know any other emotion.
Yeah.
So
I know
she
people
didn't have
like
any
that.
love that she could give to Hazel or acceptance.
But she knew that it didn't make her feel good. So
Yeah.
why, like,
Break
even though
the
that's all
cycle.
you knew,
That's all
but
they know.
still, you know that's not a good feeling. I mean, even if you shouldn't, she was just.
Some people just
But
don't
it's like,
know how.
yeah,
They
sometimes
stuck.
when you're bad and you're feeling bad, you kind of reflect that energy off on others, even if you don't even realize, but you just automatically treat it the same.
What is your name?
My name is Emma Lou. And I'm from New York. Well, not New York. I'm actually from Idaho. However, I moved to New York to start a better life. I was told by my uncle that coming to New York would be better due to the fact of the color of my skin. Where I came from, I was the only black person, well, not necessarily black, but the only person who had a darker complexion. And all my life I really was tormented by the way that I looked. Nobody ever really liked me, so I decided to go to New York.
What is your occupation?
Well, right now I'm working as a maid for this white lady. I went to the workforce and I got turned down because of the color of my skin, and they told me that the job was already taken when I went there. And once again, like I was growing up, people made fun of me. They told me I was too dark. They didn't really make me feel good, but they recommended another job for me to go work at a public school system. So I thought about it, but I don't know. I'm still gonna try to figure things out as to what I'm gonna do. But as of right now, I work for a maid. I'm a maid for a white lady. She's an actress.
So Emma, tell us, how is your living situation in New York?
Living in New York it's not any better than where I came from. I'm still dealing with a lot of the same issues about my skin color, except now I have some people talking to me. I even had a guy talk to me. I don't know if he was any good for me, but it made me feel good that somebody wanted to talk to me. I have some roommates. One's name is Braxton. He's not making anything better because he's struggling to pay the rent, so we gotta, that's an issue that we have to deal with. Him not having money, but he likes to hang out and do all this other stuff. A pager?
Thank you, Miss Emma.
Fraternity brother, I would say,
Yeah.
who doesn't want to work, but he has to work sometimes just to pay
His rent.
his rent. He likes to dance and
Party.
and party
and drink.
and go to, because they were like a cabaret or something.
Yeah.
So he likes to party. He likes to drink.
So tell us your name.
My name is Alvin. I am from Harlem, New York. I share a one-bedroom apartment with my fraternity brother Braxton. Somewhat live on the wild side.
Okay. So tell me, did you truly love Emma?
I did, but I loved him in a way that was more like a friend. This wasn't really something serious. It's what that she wanted from me. I really just saw me and her not really taking anything serious because Emma, she just came off as an ugly person. What I mean by ugly person, someone who's not happy with themselves, or someone that's just really struggling with their identity and just not friendly to no one. So that really kind of turned me off with Emma. But I mean, we're friends and that's about it.
Okay, so looking at our facts and our documentation that we have on you, why were you so irresponsible?
Well, I've never really had discipline in my life, and stating that kind of shows in my adult life. If you come into my apartment has trash everywhere, my room isn't clean. Braxton's always yelling at me every morning to get up on time so I can make it to the seamstress factory to work. I like to party. I definitely put a lot of my wants and desires as priorities. I like to dance, like to go out, and definitely you can ask Emma, and she can definitely elaborate more with you and tell you how I am.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So Emma Lou now lives in Harlem, and she's working for the white lady.
She's like an actress or something.
She's like an actress.
At a cabaret
Yeah.
show or something. Arlene is her name.
Arlene.
Yes.
She's working for her, and she seems as if she might be kind of content, but not necessarily like happy where she's at. But she's content.
I think she's just happy to fit in somewhere. She's constantly been turned down by the workforce agency because of her skin tone, and they told her that somebody else got the job knowing that she was there, and then they laughed in her face. So I think at this point she's just at the point to where she just feels accepted. She don't care what she's doing at this point, as long as it's something and people are talking to her. Because before, nobody was talking to her. They was always giving her the cold shoulder just because of her color of her skin.
But at the same time with that, and going on with that, I remember she received a letter from her mother. Remember that?
Yeah. I told her to go home.
She's trying to battle with that, trying to find her way in the real
But her
world,
mom-
and then Mama's still
Yeah.
trying to act like you belong here.
So tell me your name.
My name is Emma Lou Morgan. I live in Harlem. I am originally from Boise, Idaho, and I am pursuing my life in Harlem now.
Okay, so have you spoken to your mother?
Yes, I received a letter from my mother wanting me to come back home just because rumors were going around town about me working and how am I doing. But I plan on staying in Harlem and living my life here.
How did it feel as a dark-skinned Black African American working for a white female?
I enjoyed making the money that I was making, probably the most money that I had since I came to Harlem. But there was incidents when I felt that I could have played the role when Arlene was in Chicago and I was turned down because of my skin tone, which was unfair to me.
Okay. So, how are you adjusting living here in New York?
I'm working. I still experience some prejudice sometimes. You know, I've met a guy named Alva, and I was very interested in him. I met him at a cabaret, and we were out dancing. So I've been searching for him and trying to reconnect.
So in this section, it's kind of like we get to see who Alva really is. You see his true colors, and he's really not the person we thought he was in the beginning. You kind of see that you can still tell he kind of likes her, but he doesn't like her enough to where he will take her around his fancy friends or his light-skinned friends. He will only take her pretty much to the underground situations, not necessarily in the daylight. She can only come out at night.
Yeah, and she wasn't too fond of his friends. I think Alva got tired of her asking to meet the friends. So Alva just was like, fine, I'll let you meet the friends. And then when she did meet the friends, she wasn't too fond of them because I guess they're bad decisions. They wanted to go out all the time. I think they may have had a bad influence on
And they
Alva.
didn't like her.
Yeah.
Like the friends that she wanted to meet.
And you wanted them?
They didn't like her. Well, first they didn't like her because of the color of her skin, but still, she do have a bad attitude most of the time too. So,
And he was always trying to get Emma Lou. He was always hustling her
Yeah.
for money to go play poker.
Yeah. He was just beginning. It was just the beginning of him being not who we all thought he was, or who Emma Lou thought he was.
He's showing that he has like two sides to him, with like one group of friends that he could take Geraldine with, but then
too.
he would take Emma with different people. So it kind of just showed he's not really
That he was not really about
truthful.
her.
Yeah.
And he was with Geraldine. He
Yeah.
was still with Geraldine.
Because she was light skinned, and so he
Right.
could take her to
Yeah.
the daytime functions or the higher, upper
And then-
scale maybe situations.
And so whenever Emma Lou and Geraldine finally met up, Alva comes to tell her that she's not light skinned enough,
Yeah.
or she's prejudiced against her own color.
Well, if you ask me, he's just completely unorthodox. I really don't think that he's actually attracted to Emma Lou
Or
the way, or attracted to Emma Lou the way that she wants him to be attracted.
which is what we all thought it was in the beginning and what she thought it was, but I think that as it progresses, you kind of see that he might have, but once his true colors started to really emerge, you kind of see that it was almost like, I'm gonna see how far I can get with her,
Yeah,
or what I can get from
he just
her.
like the access.
Right.
So tell us your name.
Emma Lou Morgan.
How did you feel about the rent party?
I was excited at first because Alva had been telling me, but I really wanted to meet his friends, and I never got a chance. So when he told me, I was like so excited. But things turned out really bad. I was really disappointed how his friends acted. I was really disappointed of how his friends carried on and the words and the language they were using towards each other.
How did you feel when meeting Mr. Thurman?
Thurman Walter, I recognized him, but I couldn't get it together. And I remembered him from USC. I was really disgusted with this guy at USC, and even more now.
Okay. So looking at the information in my hand, my last question to you is, do you really trust?
I do, because he never really asked me for anything. I'm a giving person and I want him to love me. So giving him money or my time is not an issue. I feel like he really loves me. But I am kind of concerned with his drinking because he has like 3 drinks a day and he says he needs them. And when he doesn't drink, he's not the same. So I trust him, but I just wish he wouldn't drink so much.
Thank you, Miss Emma.
Thank you.
About their skin or her hair or whatnot. You can't tell a kid like that. That'll mess them up for life. And you know, at the end of this chapter, it did kind of show her waking up a little bit. But I think she still has issues.
I guess she has issues.
Maybe
She has serious issues.
Maybe there's a
But at least she's
step up.
coming to realization and she's actually finding herself a little bit. And she was able to let go of Alva, you know. So she does have a good heart because she still helps.
I think if anybody would have died, he was going to end up dying because he drank so much. Like he was going to die of cirrhosis of the liver because he had got sick and he had to go to the doctor. So if anybody should have died, he should have died wanting to hurt that baby the way he was talking about hurting that baby, calling the baby an idiot and just really means like that. That's it.
But then again, that's probably how he grew up.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
It kind of shows his family structures in general.
and he was probably like that to Emma Lou, and that's what Emma Lou was probably used to,
Yeah.
of people constantly putting her down in that aspect.
Yeah. Okay.
And that is.
So please tell us your name.
Emily Morgan.
Okay, thank you. So I have a question for you. Why is it so important for you to stop running away?
I feel that it's important for me to stop running away from things that I don't want to deal with in my life in order for me to be able to overcome them and truly be happy in life.
Okay. Why were you so quick to leave Benson when you heard about Alva and his son?
I always had feelings for Alva. He was one of the first people I felt that really liked me for me. And to be honest, I didn't really feel like Benson was someone that really was interested in me or that I was good enough for.
Okay. So tell me a little bit more. So did you feel that you're not good enough for Benson? What made you think that?
Well, all my life I was told, I wasn't good enough or that I would never really truly be anything because of the color of my skin. And Benson is light skinned or what you would call high yellow. So what would someone like him want to do with me?
Okay. Thank you.